Hello everyone, welcome to this channel. I am Lily, and in this video we are going to talk about several months, actually almost a year of development and events and happenings, fixes and changes for the game. In addition, we are actually going to go over things that I like about the game, things that I don't like about the game, things I want for the game, and things that I know is coming soon for the game, because I know what is cooking in the devs kitchen. We are also going to go over some of the most troublesome issues that especially new or inexperienced players have, including how to make priority actually function, because it is not complete. For anyone wondering why they are struggling with priority, is because it's not complete. So we're going to talk about that. I'm going to show you ways to do things. I'm going to play beginner because I want this to be beginner friendly. So I'm not going to do hardcore yet. I'm also going to do like either 5 or 10 years in one go and then explain from the start, so that new players are not getting stuck fairly early in how to do things. And we are of course going to talk about the patch notes, obviously, if I can remember what they mean. I probably do, but guys, let's get started. Okay, new game, patch 1.9.3. so we are literally on the same patch as testing servers. Except testing servers got the predators and everything else, all the new tools and weapons and shit that is still not public or in Patreon or anywhere, actually only in testing servers. So what we are going to do first is to welcome all new players. I know the game can be a bit overwhelming, but it's because it's not done. The game is not done, although it's fully playable. It still has things that needs to be added, fixed, adjusted, tweaked, etc, etc. So what the devs have focused on now, the last 6 months or so, is to improve performance, and they have also locked the frames in menu, so you have constantly, I think it's 120. Why would you need more? The human eyes can't see more than 60 anyway. So they have improved insanely much the performance and the loading time. So you will find that it loads within, for me it's 11 seconds, but then again I have a NASA computer, so I'm not sure how much you will, but it's a lot better than it used to be. Right, let's get started. So we're going to start a new game. Options you can go over as you see fit. I have no mods simply because the ones I have, they don't work because they have not been updated. Right, so what I'm going to do is that I want to start in 7K BC, because, or 5K, I think 7K, which is the default start time. And I don't want to start in the hardest region. So the top region you can see here, this is region 1, which is the Arctic, and it's fairly cold and inhospitable. Then you have region 2, which is roughly in the middle, all the way east and west, and that is the easiest and most lenient, most temperate, meaning you will have the most of all food types, and you will probably have all food types. It depends where you go. And then you have the most south, which is fairly hot, so it could be considered to not be so easy. So middle is easiest, then you have this one here to the south, which is second easiest, and the top one here, which is, you know, if you want to play a bit more hardcore, more challenging, you go up here because there's little food and very inhospitable weather. Is that a word? Hospitable? Inhospitable? Is that the word? Is inhospitable? Okay, I'm just not gonna go there. Inhospitable. Yeah, you know what I mean. Right, so one of my favorite places to start is always in the mountains, you know, in this area here. Also, oh my god, guys, can you see all the flipping rivers in all of Scandinavia? Oh my god, look at all the rivers. The problem is that after they did some changes, we can't access up here. They're going to fix it, but I don't know when. And neither do they. We don't know when, but it will be fixed because this is as high up north as you can go. And I like playing up here. Actually, I would like to play up here, you know. I also would like to have Svalbard with the polar bears. So I'm going to see if I can influence the devs to develop a Svalbard as well. But one step at a time, Lily. Right, so let's get started. Where do you want to go? I love this place. It's a guy named Bruno who alerted me to this position because he wanted me to do a playthrough in Switzerland. And this is it. Switzerland. Okay, we're not going to go there. Me and geography. Right, so let's do this. And we are going to be in summer. We are going to do beginner. I would like to have the game speed fast. That means that the historical years are going fast. We, however, will still have 1 month per sleep. So 12 months or 12 months is 12 sleeps, and it's then, of course, 1 year. Tutorial is going to be off because I will be your tutorial with 2 legs and splendid bedside manners. Maybe not. We are going to have animal raids on. First of all, because we get more animals. Yes, we do. And secondly, because I'm going to show you how you can lay out your camp with weapons and tools to make sure that there is always someone who is not scared of the animals that can take care of them, whether or not it's night or daytime. Right, that's it. Let's get going. Right, where are we? So let's do a pause. So what they did a while back was that they increased the height of everything, and by that they also ruined a lot of the waterways that we had in the mountains. I have managed to get some back, but not all, because I've been nagging and complaining that we can't use the majority of everything that is in the Alps. And this is the Alps, or the range from the Alps, the French and the Swiss, and so let me see, what can we do here? Let's go a little bit this way first so we can see. Okay, let's just start out here then. I think mountains is a must. What does he have? He's not very skilled, is he? No, he's a bit clumsy. Right, so to start with, you can easily put labor age all the way up. That means that everybody is working from cradle to grave. If you want more people to be let off work, you'd go down a bit. Then you have the eldest and the very young not working. And I think it's here, it's literally only adults from 18 to 49 working. I actually can't remember how it's been changed. But to start with, everyone has to do their bit. Labor time, be careful with this one, because you can overwork your people, and you can also kill your people by overwork. But it's normally the elder generation that has like 10 health left before they pass away due to old age. So be careful there. Rationing, it's a big no-no unless you know exactly what you're doing, and I bet no new player do. So be very careful. We can talk about that in hardcore, because I use it all the time in hardcore. I have to, especially because I like to be up north where there's no food. Yeah, so this is how we're going to do it for now. So let's go a little bit over the user interface. A lot of people don't like it, but a lot of people also do like it. So it's a matter of taste, I guess. But I think they are going to change it more. It keeps evolving and de-evolving, to be honest, and evolving, and they keep changing it. So this is the overview. Here you can see the babies, all the people you have, all the males, females, if they're pregnant, they're working, and idle. So this is something you should use quite often, the idle. You will also be informed up in the UI when you have idle people, because you shouldn't really have idle people. Right. We'll explain more as we go along. Right now, we want to settle. So let's get going and see what we can come up with. Okie dokie. Come on. There you go. Right. Look how nice it is with all the mountains. I think this is really cool. Right, so the first thing I look at by a river or by a delta or wherever is, where can I cross? And you can see where you can cross. All those that are sticking over to the other side are areas where you can cross, and they should be fairly regular on all rivers that you park by. Right, so we want to be roughly where we landed. I see deer. What is that? Is that also deer? Yes, it is. I see honey. Yes, this is honey. What else do I see? I've noticed that we never have hazelnuts anymore when we start the game, which is a little bit annoying. And this is an auroch bull. And the difference between an auroch bull and a domesticated bull is that the auroch still has the white eel, while the domestics have lost it long time ago. What's this? This is a deer. We are in a position that should have all animals even now at 7 kbc. Right, let's just park our butts down somewhere where there's a little bit of an opening. I look there, there's a nice log that people can sit on, especially for the crossers. Right, so you have a group tab and you have a resource tab. The resource tab is always here, while the group tab will come up here. Right, so let's go quickly over what these various icons mean. So red bold means that you have people that is in the age that you have chosen for policies that does not have a job. So in this case, you have 7 people that does not have a job. The reason it's not 10 is because some of them are actually putting down tools or carrying stuff. You also have yellow, which means that you have lowered the labor age so much that you have fully abled bodies not working. I'll show you when that comes up. And then you have blue bold, and blue bold simply means they're either too weak, too old, or too young to work. Yeah, you can change this, of course, in your policies about labor age. We're not going to talk more about that. We're going to go a little bit over people's attributes. These are attributes, all have the same 5. It's charisma, fitness, intelligence, it's skills, and also will. And within these 5 attributes, you can have grades within them. So the green is always positive, which means they have an increase, a positive increase. The blue is purely informational biology that you can't really change. He is an adult and he is a male. So blue is neutral or biology. And red is the negative part. So he has skills, of course, but he has a grade that is clumsy. So he'll be clumsy. But the reason he is the leader is because he has high charisma. And yeah, fitness is normal, it's 100. Let's go a bit more over the UI. I am going to do some work. I'm going to place down some stuff and do some work, and then I'm going to explain what I've done afterwards while I am talking. So also on top we have the icon telling you how happy the tribe is. That is the green smile. That would change to various types of green and various types of yellow and various types of red. That is kind of self-explanatory. And then you have the green lever. You can see that is, if you hover over it, you will see that it's because this is a beginner game, while normal game has a blue and hardcore is red. The first thing I want to do is to create the crafters, because we are going to need tools and materials to create stuff and to have higher performance for our members. So tools are needed by some. You need tools for the lumberjacks and you do need tools for the hunters. The others can work with their hands, but they will perform much better with tools, and this is why we create tools. Also, beginners have a very high efficiency on absolutely everything they do. They have a 75 to 50% increase in everything, including efficiency, compared to hardcore. So hardcore is, you know, hardcore, I guess we could say. So I'm going to have only one fisherman, and I will put him on limit. Limits are important, so you don't overdo. Hunters should not have a ton of targets, and you need to make sure that you have enough hunters to actually successfully do a kill. So I'm going to add one more hunter to this group so that they can actually manage to kill this animal. So when you see the yellow man, you know you have too few people. Unfortunately, you only have 10 people to start with in 7 KBC, so you have to be extremely stingy on who you place where. The most important is to get the tools done. That is number one. A good thing is that you have tons of food. When you start the beginners, you have several days of food, so you don't need to run your butts off to get food. You have tons. Get up the tools and the materials that you need to build first. I'm also going to cheat a bit. I'm going to show you. I'm only going to do the positive foods on the thingy, while the others are negative. Bones you can't eat anymore, only animals or pigs. And also roots have a negative. So those I don't pick. Those are the ones who have negative effect on your people. Because people will have preferences. They will like honey a lot. They will like cherries and pears and berries. They love those things. And raw meat, yeah, they love raw meat. There's quite a bunch. So yeah, let's get the things that we are going to use. We know we're going to use bones because we need to make bone tools. We're going to have plant fiber because we're going to make baskets and also ropes. We're going to have flint cores. We're going to make bifaces when we get that. We're going to have raw stone. Raw stone is the start of your pelt huts and also your big fireplace. You're going to need the fine raw stones for your axes. Otherwise, you will not get logs. You have to create axes. Otherwise, you will not get logs. So I'm going to have one hunter group that takes care of the smaller animals like the rats and the hares. Yeah, I am also going to create a group for stripping only, because I do not want the main food group to go and strip one hare or one rat. Yeah, because I want them to focus on getting proper food only, because the rats and the hares, they contribute so little that I will give them their own group instead. So that's going to be the stripping group that I just created. Right. So with the UI, you will also have the option to close down everything. You don't have to have the resources. You don't have to have the groups open. You can just click again where you open them, and then they will close down, and you have a bigger space to watch and more game really. So put up the work hours to start with and force them to work extra, because you just landed, so you can afford to push them a little bit. Yeah, you can afford to push. So what we're going to place down is, first of all, the big fireplace. The big fireplace can sleep 10 people, and that's what we are. We are 10. So we're going to place down a big one. But that one needs logs, so it could take a bit of a time to get it. And then you have 12 leather, which means you can place down 2 of the pelt pit huts. And the reason why you have 12 leather is that you get 6 leather per 5 people. Yeah. So we have 5 people, so we have 12 leather. So if you have 7 people, you will only get 5, or it's a 6 leather. That's only 1. And now I'm going to cheat. I'm going to force them by clear task to pick up raw stones, and then we're going to get a few sticks as well. And that's really going to be it. Pick out any cropping or any chopping, because that's not what you need. You only need gathering of raw stones and gathering of sticks, and that's it. So I'm going to get some organization going. You don't have to do this. This is not a must. You must not have storage areas. You do that as you see fit. I do it to keep the camp organized, and because I want to fence in everything, and then I want everything in one place when I do so. Otherwise they will literally be everywhere around the camp, especially around the fireplace. So you can't see anything except, logs and reed and, and grass around the fireplace. So I'm going to put the tools here as well, but I'm also going to put tools by the huts and a bit further away as well, because a rule of thumb, when you have animal raids on, we need to remember that if you don't have a tool and you're close to a larger animal, I don't mean rats and hares, but any other larger animal, your members will be feared. They will run around scared and scream. But if they have a tool that can hunt, like an axe or a wooden spear or bows or anything that can hunt, they will have zero fear. They will not run anywhere. So what I see some players do is that they put all the weapons in one place with the food, with all the other things. And that is a mistake, because if there's an animal running through camp and you try to run to get a tool, you will find that, of course, the animals are going for the flipping food or anything that they can eat, such as your natural food, your ropes, your plant fiber, your leather, your pelt. And if you then have your tools there, the second they come there and the animals are already there chomping on your food, your members will run. They will never manage to get tools because they will constantly be running. So what you do is you place some extra tools and stuff close to the huts and various other places in camp, so there is always opportunity to get tools and weapons to fight them or scare them off without being scared shitless constantly. Because that is a loss. Yeah, that is definitely a loss. Although they don't eat much, at least not the small ones. You barely see any changes, and the medium, depends. But the big ones are bad. They can eat up all your grass in one night. It's like they have a black hole stomach. I have informed the devs that they eat way too much, the big ones. Because like the aurochs should eat roughly 6k, but they eat at least 12. They eat everything they come through if they get a hold of it. But this is also why we're going to get storage fast, and we're also going to, when we can, we're going to chalk up palisades, because palisades keeps everything out. So we're going to work towards palisades, and palisades means architecture and woodworking. Yeah, so we're going to constantly have people working on architecture, and also, oh, god damn, he's only passing by. Yeah, but you can hear when they come, and the speed is also lowered, so you can find them faster. You just click where the animal is, you click the red button, that is the red notification on the bottom right side, and then you just go find the animal, and then you click the spear on top of your UI. Then you just circle them in, and then you see they appear on the task list for tribe to do, and then people will wake up in the middle of the night, go find tools, and try to run to scare away the animal. But this one was just passing through, so there's nothing to scare off. It didn't come to raid your food, it just ran past. We probably parked our butts straight on a path for wild animals. I mean, I always do that. I seem to be really, really unlucky in where I place my camp. God damn. Anyway, so this is how I start. Always get down a fireplace and comfort for people. Even in the beginning, you start with comfort. Get that sorted. Because you will eventually need food, but the first 2-3 days you don't. You don't need to hunt food at all or get any food. I just show you how you should start in 7kbc on beginners. What you always need to remember, no matter where you are and what difficulty, is that do not create more work than you have people. So if you have 10 people, you don't add more work spots than for 10. And this is one of the things that is not complete. This has to do with priority, because we lost the option to have intermediate priorities. We have priority on or off, and we have to adjust priority via work spots. So it is more micromanagement, which a lot of people do not want. I personally want it, but then again, hey, that's just me. But this is what happened, because they removed not only the communal orders, the communal policy, but they also removed the priority options you have on or off, and that's it. So in order to get people to do what you want, you need to use the work spots in the groups to make things work for you. Yeah, so now you can see also on top, you can see the groups are showing, and they show also their priority. and they show the work spots. Remember to not have everything on priority, because then you can just as well have nothing on priority. Priority will always be chosen first. So see, now we still don't have any access made, simply because we don't have any bone. So we need to put priority inside. We need to put the inner priority higher on bones so that they actually go get him. Can you see? And now we have the bones, but what are we lacking? We're lacking fine sticks. So fine sticks needs, ta-da, to be prioritized above the ropes. So now we will eventually get access, and that means we will get log, so we can build not only the fireplace but also the straw storage, because we need to make sure that, oh god, what is it with all these animals running through? I told you, we have plonked our butts straight down on a animal path. I knew it. This is why we want fences as well, because they will come and they will raid you at nights, but during daytime they can also come because they want to just pass through. So yeah, you can clearly see when you've had animals going through, because it says defenses may be necessary. Remember that everything that you hover over will show you tooltip, what it is, and some extra information. So you can see that we have 2 people that is idle due to lack of tasks. That means that you have too few tasks created, or you need to open up another work spot or 2. Right, I'll pause a bit so we don't lose the migrant. We need to talk a little bit about migrants, because there are times where your population is more or less explosive. You can control this to a certain point. We're going to talk about that later. Right now, it's not important, because in the start, we want people. But we don't want people who will bring down the tribe with regards to how they behave. We don't want angry people or nasty people. See this guy here? He's young, and he has no negative traits or traits at all. He's completely neutral. And he also brings an improvement in hunting. He has 31% hunting, while tribe has 21%. So he brings 10% in. And he also has a small increase in food processing. Food processing, we have 15, so he has 1% increase for us. So if we take this guy, he will increase our hunting and also our food processing. Now, the knowledges we have in tribe can be found on top, and here is how they work. Blue is what tribe has. Gray is what the timeline will allow you to learn up to. The black, or the very, very dark gray, is what is not available for you to learn yet. Yeah? On a migrant, if this had been gray, it would mean that gray is what he is lacking to be on par with tribe. Yeah, that's it. That's all there is to it. So we're going to take this guy. We're going to accept him. Now we will have 3 people being idle. Well, it will be 3, because he will have nothing to do. Okay, whatever. Doesn't want to show. How old are you? You're 2. See, I'm going to show. This guy was just born. Literally just born. He is too young to work, no matter, because they are not allowed to start work until they're approximately 4 years old, or the year they're 4, no matter how high you have your labor policy, because no to labor, no to child labor. So you can see the blue here. Yeah, weakness, youth, or old age. So we can do nothing about that because we already have it maxed. You know, we have it maxed out. Also, the moisture we need to talk about. Moisture is a telltale for how long or how short your food and your resources will last. So now it is yellow, and the drier it is, the longer your food would last, and the wetter it is, the shorter it would last. So meat on low moisture should roughly last 4 months in this environment. 4 months is 4 sleeps. So don't hunt too much, because some of it will be lost. You can see we are only 13 people, and this is like 7 days worth of food, because you can see the calories. Each person eat roughly 2K, and each child and older is roughly between 500 and 700, maybe 1,000, depending on several things. But that is more finicky to explain, because there are some details that you, on beginners or normal or a sandbox, do not need to adhere to. It is more for the hardcore players to be precise in their income of food, to avoid any waste. So let's not talk about that. Yeah, and when it's green, when moisture is green, the good thing about a green moisture is that you also have more food growing in the wild, but you also have a much higher decay on your food. So this is also why it's super important to add storages, because they will reduce the decay. For instance, the baskets have a 200% decay reduction, meaning if you have a basket with red meat and it says 4 months in the open, that means it would last a year in the basket. Unfortunately, you can't put raw meat in a pit. You can put dried meat in a pit. But yeah, let's go. That is something you can figure out yourself. You don't need me to explain that to you. You can just hover over everything and then you just read all the information. It says preservation on pits is 300%. So if it was, if it could take red meat, raw meat, it would be 16 months lasting in the pit. Yeah. So always keep that in mind. If you overhunt, people can't eat up the food you bring home. It will be wasted. Yeah. And then it is better to leave it in the wild on an animal that can walk and that has not been killed. You know, the best preserves ever. They last until they're old and die. You know, a lot of people do that. They just do not hunt at all, or there is like they leave the bigger ones so that they can grow old and then they die and then they strip them. You know, just leave them to do their life circle. A lot of people do that. I used to do that as well, but I play so much hardcore and I can't afford that. I need to get the food in. Right. So now you better create me some axes. What are you lacking? Oh, we don't have any fine raw stones. Oh, God, I am. Okay, so now we have 3. Okay, just need to be updated. Material. You are gonna, oops, no, you're gonna be 5. There you go. You guys. Ta-da. In a prior, that means that these will be prioritized now. You can also see the tribe is discovering knowledges themselves, improving their own knowledges as they go along. So you have 2 ways of getting more knowledge. You either learn yourself. You can have elders who sit by the fireplace when they're off work and they discuss and teach to the younger ones. Or you get it with the migrants. And also when people are working with specific tasks, they will also learn. You will see a blue L when they haven't done it before. And when they are getting increase in a level they already know, you will see a blue flame. We will see as we play along, you will see. Oh, I probably should put this one down again before they start complaining. You see they are still happy. Yeah. So the higher happiness you have, the more chance you have of getting not only births in the tribe, but also migrants coming to your area to join you. So let's talk a little bit about other things as well with regards to comfort. So when you start in 7 kbc, you will have more options than what you start with in 10 kbc. In 10 kbc, you literally have only 2 options of housing. You need to realize that they will reduce in comfort as you get better. When it shows red, you can see what's coming up next for you to be able to learn. And you can see, for instance, that the big reed huts, we need 18% more architecture in order to make. A timeline allows you to make it, but you need to work up your architecture in order to get it. What we can get though are the stone pit huts. They are the best for now. the stone pit huts and the straw huts will always share comfort, while the reed hut and the big straw hut will always share comfort. So the best one that we can see is the big reed hut, and the best one we can build is the stone pit hut. Let me see, I thought I saw some people not having any work. Let me see, you have 2 of those. Okay, so I have done something now that you guys shouldn't do. I have complained, why am I not getting any logs? Because, Lily, you need to create a flipping... Yeah, I'm not going to say it. You need to make a group for it, Lily. God damn. How stupid can you be, Lily? So now we have 1 work spot too little. So we're going to take 1 down here and give it to the wood choppers. So the only priority we have here are tools, and we're also going to do materials. You guys are going to get free hands. And so are you. Oops, so are you. No need for that anymore. Free hands. This one is woodworking. This one is toolsmithing and woodworking. We need a lot of woodworking because we want the palisades. As soon as we are closer to Neolithic, we want palisades. So here he has improved woodworking. Because she has been giving free hands to just create as she sees fit. And now everything is in order. So what we are going to focus on, at least this is how I do it, doesn't mean that you must. I have 1 that is free. I'm going to give him to... Oh, it's still no... Oh, there you go. Ta-da! There you go. Now, this guy is going to focus on the raw meat. It will be a hare or a rat. See? Because I don't want my main group to focus on this. Because they need to go get proper food. Yeah? There you go. You can go and get honey. What else has come up now? Remember, when the seasons change, you will have different types of food. Just think real life. Think real life, and then think that everything has a season. They thrive. A season you will harvest. A season they die. A season they're not available. And a season they grow. And so it goes on, just like in real life. Yeah, they all have a season. So whatever is not there in spring might come there in autumn. Just keep that in mind. So keep an eye on your food selection tab. This is this one. And always tick in all positives. But if you have too much food, do not forget to put limits. Yeah. So who is that being free? That is nobody. Okay, materials are full. Right. We are going to do this because you guys are going to get me tons of raw stone, because we're going to make fences. I will migrate once with this tribe, not because we have to, because you can easily stay same place in this locality on beginners and normal and sandbox. It is hardcore, that is a bit bob. So we're going to migrate once, but only because I want to show the new players how you could do it to succeed. It's not how you must do it, it's just how I do it. Yeah. So let me see, now people are lacking food. We have 7 people who needs a place to sleep, and now we're going to start working on architecture. So architecture is something that you must keep an eye on still, because architecture can be difficult to create or learn. So this one is architecture and stoneworking. I'm going to place down 1. You don't need to have the best for everyone, because they can rotate in the various types of houses. So if they sleep one night in a bad house, they won't die from it, and they certainly won't leave you. Not on beginners. You can literally torture your people for a year. and no bad feelings. Let's have a look. This is a child. Oh, he has a agriculture. He has a fitness decrease. We can see he has a bad fitness. He's a bit weak. That's fine, but he is a child. He's young, and she is a she, and but she's pretty big. So here's the thing, and she also is smart. So her intelligence is good. Yeah. Here's the thing. First of all, she's giving us a new knowledge. The knowledge is agriculture. You can have a max of 11 knowledges in game. It's the ones you see here: woodworking, toolsmithing, stoneworking, hunting, weaving, food processing, fishing, and architecture. You can have, in addition, when you're coming closer to the Neolithic era, depending on where you are in Europe, you will also get option to get agriculture and pottery. Right, so since we are literally smack in the middle of the Alps, we are fairly close to the birth of civilization down here, Mesopotamia and Ur and oh, where are we? I lost oh, there you are. There you are. I lost myself. So the closer you are to the Near East, the sooner you will get all the knowledges. The furthest away you can be for knowledges is north and west. So if you go up to northern Norway, you will literally have everything lost of everyone else in Europe. Just saying. So now we have agriculture inside. So he has a little bit of Neolithic in him, although you can't see it because they've removed the culture tab. I don't know why they would do that. Maybe because he was too intricate, and he was intricate, and he still is. Yeah, but in order to come with agriculture, they need to have some Neolithic influence. And this child does. And then we have the other one, which is adult female. She has an increase in her skills, means she's skillful. And she also has an increase in leatherworking. You can see leatherworking, she is 60%. Well, we are only 6. That means she will give us 10% more. But here you can see that her woodworking is only 10%. And you can see there's a gray area after it. This means that is what the tribe has. The gray is how far the tribe has come. So she's 10%, but we will be ahead of her. We are actually 16%. So the gray on here is 6% that she does not have. But she does have an increase in leatherworking. We are, of course, taking these. And now we also, you can see, we are allowed to learn agriculture. And we can learn up to the gray. It's not much, roughly 10%. But we still need to wait for Neolithic migrants, full Neolithic migrants, otherwise we can't build farms. Also with agriculture, we get animal husbandry. We get livestock. We get cattle, we get goats, we get pigs, and there's also more livestock in testing, not in public. I think everybody knows because I keep showing it by mistake. Let me see, there are 2 people that have nothing to do. So I'm going to give them to here, and I'm going to do, no, that's not what I wanted. I wanted to do the material because we want more stones. We want a ton of stones. So these guys are going to work on the housing. It's only 1 for now. He has 13% architecture, and as he's working on this, he will learn more architecture. So what we have is we can learn up to 17% that the tribe has, but timeline allows them roughly 25%. So we're going to keep working until we can manage to fill better in timeline. And don't forget, as time goes on in the game, the gray area will be bigger and bigger and bigger until you come to 1500 BC, and then everything will be learnable. Then you will have 100% access to learn everything. Yeah? Let me see. So he's now just digging, so that's not really going to give him any skills. There's also partial stoneworking skills that is needed here, so he might learn stoneworking skills as well. It seems what takes time is the digging. You know, you need to dig down a pit house. And one person that is free, and he is going to, yes, you guessed it, get up leatherworking practice. That's this one. So you guys are going to be there. We also need the tanner to work on the raw pelts so they become leather. Because now we have, at the moment, we have 10 raw pelts that needs to be transformed into leather. And you do that by having these. And I put the tanner on max because I want it to always be tended to. Always. So what they do is they hang up the pelt and then they scrape it and then they let it stay to dry out in the sun for roughly a day or so. And that's how that works. And now I'm also going to give my arc people some of the straw pit huts, because they need to be straw to build. So we have plenty straw. We have our straw storage as well. Where is it? There it is. See? So it's 150% preservation, which means they last 150% longer instead of just rotting away in the open. Okay, so let me see. That's okay. Everybody's got work. What do you need? You need fine sticks. Didn't you guys? There you go. Get 2. So now, what are you lacking? You're lacking on this one. Yeah. God damn it. Oh no, they're eating the plant fiber. Oh no. Oh no. See what I did there? I went and clicked the animal. Then I went up to the defense tool. And then I'm circling in the animal. And now we can see them on the tribe tasks. Remember that when they are feeding, they will be self-illuminating red. So you can see the little rascals. Sometimes, oh, now the hunter's got them. Look, there's an arrow. The hunter's got them now. You can, they're very cute though. Oh, sometimes they die. But sometimes they also survive. The point is that they are chased away. That is what they need to be done. To be chased. They need to be chased away. Oh no! Oh yeah, it sounds horrible when they're hunting them. I don't want to listen to that because it's horrible. Horrible sound. I really don't like that. That's one of the things with the game. I know it has to be like this, but it's so horrible when they are killing the little animals. So they make these horrible noises, don't they? Right. Okay, so now we have leatherworking going. We are also going to place down a bench so people can plonk. Oh, we can only make the baby bench. Right, so let's make a bench here. And a bench here. They can sit here as well and work right next to where the materials are. Let me see. So this one is eventually going to be only architecture. This one is a mix of architect and stoneworking, so this is not going to be here for long. And this is a mix of, is it weaving and architecture? I think it is, yeah, and that's also going to be taken away. So we're only going to have the items that give pure architecture and nothing else. Yeah, because the first thing you need to consider when you want to increase your architecture is how many other skills does whatever you placed in this group for responsibility need. Like if you have one object that needs 3 different types of skills, then you're not doing architecture a deal. Don't do that. Just add pure architecture. Pure architecture you have in these. This is pure architecture. This is pure architecture. This will be pure architecture, and so will this, and so will this. This is leatherworking and architecture. This will be leatherworking and architecture. This will be weaving and architecture, and this is stoneworking and architecture. Yeah. So remember that if you want a specific group for learning architecture, progressing learning architecture, like increasing for tribe, you will have a specific group, architecture pure only, and few people. So also pits are pure architecture. They can also go in that group if you want to, or you can have your own group with that. I use 2 different groups. And I also have another group for the other housing where everyone can learn the skills. So it's more than one way to get it right, to make it work for you. But with the recent changes, which is that you now have a lot higher pace of learning after 85%. When you are repairing as well, you learn 6 times faster. I have measured this. You learn 6 times faster when you repair. So if you start on 85, you will find that within the day you will be 100% if the tribe allows or if timeline allows. So that is excellent, absolutely excellent. So that is basically the biggest change for the gameplay as such. And then you of course have that the performance is so much better. Like now I have 78 frames per second, and I have average between 40 and 50 in large tribe with a lot of stuff built. That is the big thing. And also you will find that your shaders are going to load a lot faster. It's everything is a lot faster and a lot better. It's just amazing. Right, let's have a look and see on my groups. Which of us you are? What are you on? You're 4. You can go to 6, because we should probably place down one of the bigger benches as well for people to sit and work. There you go. That one. Let's see. Okay, so that one is, yeah, they're too new to need any repairs yet. It's going to take a while before they need repairs. What does it say? It says you need to go to selection tab to figure it out. 14 months, so it's 14 sleeps before it needs repairs. That's fine. We're okay with that. Also, something that I have asked for a while is they have increase on clearing tasks, because it seemed to keep everything back. That you couldn't keep your tribe busy, because then the clearing tasks wouldn't get done. It was really weird. So that has been improved. So that one has no bad grades. He's also a big boy. Big boy. He's very big. That's good. And he also has fishing and weaving, but he doesn't have as much as the tribe has. And this guy, okay, this guy has some really bad grades, seriously. But he will give increase in fishing and he will give increase in hunting. Let me see, he's frail. That is the absolute worst you can have. It's the worst grade. You have 3 grades per attribute, and this is the -3. And he's unfriendly, that is bad, and he's dumb. Okay. But I want his skills, you know, I want his skills. So I'm going to risk it. On beginners, you can risk it more because you're not forced to use work hours and rationing so much. And they are much more lenient towards what you are doing to and with them. But in hardcore, I might have had to reject him because he could create a lot of trouble. Especially if he got a family, because if one leaves, then his entire family gets unrest and gets unhappy because he left. So yeah, keep that keep that in your memory. I was going to check out one of the girls who had a negative grade in fitness but biology increase, this one. So here you can see that this is the one we accepted a few minutes ago. Came as a migrant. She's weak. That is number 1 of the weak ones of the fitness negatives. And this is nothing. This will pretty much do nothing because it's so low. It's only 15. However, she has a biology upgrade. She's a big girl, strong, big, strong girl. So she has +8 in fitness, meaning you take away 8 from 15 and you're down to 17. I had to think. I had to think. I had to count in my head. So she will be only -8. So where is it? So let's go to look here. You see, pretty big, +8, young -8, and weak. So that means she's only lacking 8 in fitness, and she will soon only lack 7. So she's basically deemed normal because she's so big. So it's kind of negating, you know, the frail or the weak attribute grade. So keep that in mind. If you see someone has a negative fitness, check out their biology, because if they are really, really big, they could negate the weakness so much that it doesn't really count. It doesn't do anything, yeah? So keep that in mind, yeah? Right, how many need still housing? 8. God damn. So this one is done. This one has the best sleeping quality for now, +72. But remember, it will diminish as time goes by. And it will diminish quite a bit when you get better options. It will not, however, diminish just because you can see something else. It will just diminish over time when you get things that are better. So even if you see red, they will not complain ever over this one. It used to be that when the red showed, they started to complain because they wanted the red, but you didn't have the red, you know. And this was frustrating, because if you couldn't work towards it, you couldn't work towards it. You had to wait no matter. But now they will only complain if you don't build the best that you actually have access to. So that is a big thing to remember. I'm going to build one more of these. I'm going to put it over here. Over here and over there. There you go. So, yep, we have this one, we have that one. What we're also going to do is, okay, I'm going to give these guys 2 more. Who am I going to take them from? I'm going to take them from me. From you. There you go. Oops. Oh, we really need a number or a possibility for us to just press a number 3, 4, 5, you know, because it's difficult to get it precise. Right, I forgot what I was going to do. Oh no, I didn't. I remember what I was going to do. Ish. I'm going to put down pits for some of the food. I'm just going to do 4. And then we're going to do these. Are already creating those, yeah. So we have 15 now. So we're going to pull. No, that's not what I wanted to do. Pause you. Pause you. And pause you. How many baskets? You have 27. I can give those to tribe. That doesn't matter. So I'm going to give some baskets so they can have food in. That's 32. Okay. So let's do. What do we have? We have fish that will rot, and we have red meat that will rot fast. So they can go there. We're going to add some dryers as well in time, but not right now. Right now we are going to force people to get a bit more fiber. I'm going to do this like that, and we have lots of food. They can eat up what's there, because I can see it starting to decay in front of my face. That's me wasting, not good. But at least people are still happy, so yeah. Also, see this? This is where you can see if people are supposed to work or not. If it's the bowl, you know they are outside work hours. And if it is the hammer, you know they are supposed to work. Yeah. And this is the dismantle tool. Be very careful with that, because that will kill things for you, whether you like it or not. And yeah, this is the clear tool. Use it if you know what you're doing. Be careful, because it will kill everything. It's not like, yeah. it's not piss easy to use because it has a high base priority. So if you start using it, the people will drop everything they're doing and to come do your bidding. Wake up, wake up. So now it's a green moisture. That means high moisture, which means we will get more from the wild and farms will grow better, but the rotting process will be higher. Let's have a look at you. You have increasing weaving, increasing in stoneworking, and increase in toolsmithing, and you have good thingies, good grades. So we're taking you, and now there is no food. So I need to wait with that one, otherwise we will not get food. So you are going to be put here, and I'm going to do this so we get some food quickly. And you can go up to 20, I think. You can get one more, and I'm going to, not you, you can have a break. I forgot to focus on food. Go get food. I only had one, that's not enough. And these guys only have the, oh no, you're not gonna kill the pregnant ones, are you crazy? Yeah, you will have to wait then till you can see the boars. You should have another one, at least 3 in order to kill. Or it could take many days. That's not a good idea. You guys can calm down and go get food instead. So okay, the baskets are done. So there's food there now, and now I can put back the groups to do stuff. I just completely forgot to. There you go. Completely forgot that I need to get some food as well. Don't do like I do like I say. You can stay on 2. You can go down to 1 again, because now we have 2 fishermen. I think I'm going to do this. I'm going to see if they can get some deer as well. No. Okay, what about mufflons? Okay, but now they can get these, the wild boars, so let's go do that. Okay, so how many are lacking now? We have 1. There you go. Now we can probably also do the deer. Yeah. You guys continue on those, and you guys can go do these. And we have 2 free. Let's do material. Actually, no. We need them to work on housing and stuff. There you go. You guys can do another one of these. There you go. Ta-da. Let's get them all up. No, not you. You need to be paused. You need to be paused. Because we can't take all the fine sticks. You take some. Yeah. There you go. But now we have 21 of those. We don't need anything else. So now you can see several types of icons. So this is the waste one. When it comes to tools and some of the resources, you just can't avoid waste on beginners and normal and sandbox, because there will always be some resources that will rot away in front of your face and you can do nothing about it. The most frustrating is that tools are going under the same icon and the same explanation, which is just plain wrong, because normal waste that has to do with food waste, you can control to a very high degree with how much you're actually harvesting. But tools, you have no choice. They will decay as the years and use go by. You can do nothing about it. So it's a bit of wasteful information. It guides us to think that we need to do changes to not have this waste, but that's not how it works. So you will see that it will be due to tools as well having a waste, but it's not waste, it's just normal deterioration due to age and usage. But don't stress with tools. Always have a little bit more tools than you need. Don't be too afraid of having extra tools, because they will increase performance on your tribe. It's in hardcore, it's really important. Then of course we have the moisture, so now we know that food will last longer, 4 months I think, yeah. Then with fish, 2 months only, fish can only do. Okay, now we can see that the yellow house means that there are 6 homeless people, and the reason it's yellow is not because of the amount, it's because of how much unrest they have due to it. So when it becomes red, they have max unrest. And the amount you see, it's 6, that means that 6 people have no place regular to sleep that is of okay quality, because they're tired of sleeping by the fireplace. Yeah. And now the apple will show how much food you have available. So the blue will start showing when you have less than 6 days worth of food. Yellow is 4 days of food, and red is roughly 2 days worth of food. So when it's red, you know you have a good day and a half to get more food. So when it starts to be red, then you need to look into your groups and see what you can change to make it come to either not showing at all, or to be blue or yellow. If you have good storage, you can easily have a little bit extra food so the apple doesn't show at all. You know, this is something you will learn as you go along. And of course it's the happy face. And here you can see the percentage of how happy or unhappy your tribe is. So green is everything from, I think it's 84 or 85% and up. Yellow is down to 50-ish. And red is way below 50. And it's not only how unhappy they are, it's also the amount of unhappy people. Some of them can be red, some of them can be yellow. It can be confusing. It can be really confusing, but just know that when it's green and it's a big smile, that means nobody has any gripes with you. Let's have a look at the migrants. They are I don't like when people have a will issue. This is a will issue. She's indecisive, so she will go back and forth and be difficult to deal with at times, but she is smart and she's charismatic. She has increase in leatherworking as well, so she could be an asset unless you torture her with work hours. Let me have a look at work hours. I put them up, didn't I? Duh. Right, so let's not do that. Just keep in mind when you have people like this, you need to not torture them too much, because they will take longer time to be okay when you put down work hours again. Yeah. Well, what about this one? Oh, she has nothing. Oh, she's very big. Yeah, which means you can carry more. You can see the kilo capacity is how much they can carry. You will find this on each and every person. You will also find on each and every person how much calories they eat per day. And what you see on this one is 2001 calories, and they will be divided on both meals. So there will be 1,000 calories in the morning and 1,000 calories in the evening. Yeah, and that's how that works. So I will take this, because I don't plan on torturing my people with high work hours, because you don't need it on beginners or normal for that matter, depending on how you play, obviously. So the leader has the final say on all your policies. If he has any of the negative grades in either fitness or will, you are likely to be reduced on what you can put your policies on much earlier than if you have a leader that does not have these negative grades. So what you can do if he is a real schmackadoodle is you banish him. However, be aware, watch his family. Is he alone? If he is alone, no problem. Also watch what kind of knowledge does he have. Is he a max skill holder? Because if he is, do not kick him, because then you will lose his levels and you might lose items due to it. So these are two things you need to keep an eye on. Does he have a big family? Because family will be affected. Does he have max skills? That is max for tribe. So if you kick him, you will lose levels. These are the two important parts, yeah? Also, the smaller the tribe is, the higher unrest people will get for you kicking them. So if you kick someone now when you were only 15, we will get like 15% unrest on everyone, which is quite a lot. But if you're 400 people and kick one, you will get like 1 unrest. So it's percentage based on tribe size. The smaller the tribe is, the higher the unrest. Okay, keep that in mind. But yeah, kicking, banning someone is the option. To get rid of the, why is he red? You don't have anything to do? Right. To get rid of the unrest, you kick the leader. And if the leader has family, then only family will have unrest. If you kick someone else, like a normal member, entire raid, entire tribe will have unrest. But if you kick the leader, then you will reset all that unrest. Save the game before you try this to figure it out yourself. Save the game first, and then you can see the percentages. You can see how your tribe reacts and what will happen if you kick this or this person. But the 2 points to look for is how much family do they have, and are they any max skill holders? Yeah, that's literally it. Right, so this guy is has nothing to do. We shall fix that. We shall give him more work. Here you go, have another one of these. Ta-da! But there's also, oh, there were 5. Didn't I put down? I did. Okay, so this is going to be elders or people with bad grades. So let's go find out who it is. But yeah, he doesn't like the fireplace, so he's unhappy about that because he hasn't had the option to sleep anywhere else. And he's probably the same. Yeah, fireplace. Yeah, also fireplace. Remember that the fireplace is a good option to start with, but after like 10 to 20 sleeps, you really need something better because they will start to be unhappy with, you know, open fire sleeping. See, this guy here, he is learning. He's an apprentice. He is an apprentice. What is he doing? He is an apprentice food processing, not hunting. He is stripping and not hunting. So he's going to strip and then he's going to learn food processing. And as soon as he has learned food processing, he will continue to work with food processing. It will be a blue flame. But he's a bit slow. He's a bit dumb. So it might take some time before he learns, if he learns at all. So the more negative grades you have in intellect and skills, the slower you will learn, and the fewer skills you are likely to learn, depending on how much you work with it. Yeah? Right, what was I going to do? Yeah, I was going to find whoever was unhappy with whatever. But this with work hours. Some complaints about overwork. So let's have a look. Fireworks, fireplace. Oh, his tool just broke. So that's the blue. The blue tool means his tool broke. If it's red, it means he doesn't have a tool at all. Keep that in mind. We can talk more about that later. Let me see. You have nothing to do. You have nothing to do. I'll find something for you to do. Here's also a fireplace. Nothing to do. Why can't I find this person who's... There's so few or so little unrest due to the work hours I added. There you go, she is. Oh, I know why. See why? This is because her fitness is so... So fitness people and people with high or really poor will, they will have this issue. They will be the slowest to recuperate after you either had a rationing on or high work hours on. they will be the slowest to recuperate. Keep that in mind. This is why if you have the option to not accept migrants with these grades, don't accept them. Just let them go on to the next tribe. You can afford, when the tribe is running smoothly like it is now, you have people, you have plenty of people, you have food, everything is okay. You don't have to accept everything. You know, you can say no thank you to people with these types of grades. Yeah, because she is the only reason that this one is showing. And she's the only one. It's so few, it's so little that it doesn't even show a percentage. Yeah, keep that in mind. Right. So I had was it 2 I had that was out of work. This one has a limit. Yeah, and when he's reached the limit, then he's reached the limit. I'm going to put on material, I think. There you go. Don't need more of the food. And what we do need, though, what we can see is we definitely need to get up some dryers. Otherwise, we are going to waste like heck. That is a big no-no. So you take one. And you'll take one. You can build organic, keep that in mind. You don't have to build far away. You can build inside as well. That is also a possibility. Right, what do we have here? We have, yeah, let's put the mushrooms in there. We have 20, we do not. We only had 5. No, that's reed. Okay, we can do one more of these. So let's get it up. Does not need to be priority. It can be normal because it's in the arc group. And these guys, these pits are architecture owners. They are pure architecture, while these are a mix. Let them do all of them. Do I have all of them? I do. Yeah, I do. So how many are lacking now? We are 3 that's lacking. Okay, so that's going to come now when this one is built. So this one is going to do the meat, and this one is going to do the fish when that comes. How much plant fiber do we have? Okay, let's... God damn, is he going through? He is. Seriously? Lily, get up the fence. I'm going to make a group for fencing only, because I cannot have all workers running to 15 fences, you know. So that's why you have a work group for the fences. Make sure that they get the people they need. Only one. Add your gate. You should ideally put one gate where you see high traffic and one gate on opposite side. So I'm gonna do 3 gates. Do they walk up here at all? Actually, I'm gonna do all 4 just to have it done. There you go. 4 gates. I'm gonna do those. And I'm going to put them all on prio, and then I'm going to do stone gates here. The thing that it can't stop are the really big animals. It can't stop the horses, it can't stop the aurochs, and it can't stop the deer, but everything else will be stopped. So yeah, I'm probably going to need more storage options for the stone. I'm going to have it right here. Oh, that was... that didn't work quite as I wanted it. Oh, well. I have 2 now. There you go. Okay. This is... Yeah, see, now they're 4. They can actually kill everything, really. So I'm going to put them on everything. While the other one is on the smaller animals. Yeah, so don't forget you can change the name on everything you're doing. Just to keep easy to see, easy to recognize what is what. Yeah. But you don't have to have this one on, you know, you can click it out if you want to, if you want to see more of the game. You can also use K to get rid of your icons, then you don't see the icons either. Then you can press K, another one. And then you get rid of everything. Then you only have the game as it is, nothing else. To get it all back, you press K again, and then you can see everything. Yeah. This one is going to be fish. As soon as we get more fiber in, I'm going to put down baskets to keep the... Oh, wait a minute. I already have that here, don't I? I do. These are going to be changed. when I put up baskets over here. So yeah, in order to access all the controls for keyboard and mouse, you press H and hold. There you will see. You can also press the question mark and then it stays. Then you press it again, then it goes away. If you press H only, if you don't hold it, it disappears. If you hold it, it stays. I always use H because, yeah, it's easy, isn't it? So here you see everything you can do to move. Yeah. So now we've stayed 1 year. So this is, we're now going into year 2. So we've been here roughly 18 months, I think. Is it 18? We started in summer. So 6 months. No, it's 24. 24, 25, 26, 27. We've been here 30 months. I can't count. Let's have a look at you. Yes. Okay, so he has also some negative grades. What you need to remember here, this one doesn't count. It doesn't do anything yet. It's not coded to do anything. You know, it will do nothing to the game. This means he will be a bit slower in learning. He will be a bit slower in skilling up or performing tasks. But this one negates this one, because when he's first learned anything, he will be very good at what he's doing, you know? So these two negate each other. So don't worry about that. He also has increase in fishing and increase, no, he hasn't. He has a bit lower architecture than we do. We have 18, he has 15. So he's a yes, because he won't do anything bad to the tribe. She also is a yes. I'm not sure I love that, because that can be that they are deciding to leave sooner than others. Because they're very determined. She has, is it the same as we in woodworking? No, she has 1% more, and she also has a bit more in toolsmithing. She has 4% there. So she's not the friendliest of the friendly, but it doesn't matter. But she's a big girl. So yeah, I'll take these. These are good for the tribe. I'm going to try to avoid those with fitness and will reductions, negative grades, because they tend to be the ones who always are complaining and creating trouble for the tribe. So all these need fine sticks. So I need to up my stick production. And that means I need to let those two that came go do that work. Yeah. So now they will help create fine sticks. This one, yeah. So they've changed the pits. They changed it quite a while ago to not have everything that it used to. So it's only a few of the items that are not like the wet produce that can survive here. More dry things. While the bigger pit, oh, you can't see it, can you? Yeah. The bigger pit, which is the clay pit, it can take literally everything. It can take literally everything. Because it's clay, you know. So yeah. So now we are avoiding waste of food, which is excellent. So we're going to have dry meat here. Yeah. What are you? You can be dry fish. And you can be... What did I want it to be? I wanted it to be... I forgot what I was going to put in here. I'll just put another dried meat. But I need to pause you guys, because you need to do one at a time and not everything in one go. Because we also need fine sticks for this. For these 4. How many do you have? Yeah, you have open here, and you have... But you reach everything, so all 5 are going to get stones, which is brilliant, because we need them to make the fence. Because we do want to protect some of the items, of course. So what I'm going to do now is what I said earlier I was going to do. I'm going to place some tools and weapons on other places than necessarily where animals will come. So I'm going to have some... There you go, some of these placed around so they can go and get tools and help chase animals. Material, What else can we make? Let's have a look. We can make this one. I'm going to have bifaces. I'm actually going to have 20 of those. And these can go up to 20 as well. So you need to increase your usage. Oops. As you get stuff. So what I don't do on beginners or normal or sandbox is to create tools for the fishermen. Do you know why? Because they fish so fast that they don't learn anything, and you will lose fishing knowledge when you enter the Neolithic era, because it's way too little learned, and way too much logistics if you've stayed many years in the same locality, because they will go far away to find full fish pools. And literally 80% of the workday is lost in logistics, and they don't learn when they're walking. They only learn when they're actually fishing. So what I do is I remove their good tools. They only have the wooden spear or their hands, and then they are staying longer per pool, meaning they will learn more. This is just something I do. You don't have to do this, because if you accept migrants regularly, there will always be some that has both fishing and hunting skill and leatherworking, or the primary basic knowledges, which is woodworking, toolsmithing, hunting, fishing, leatherworking, these, you know, all the basics. And you can't lose the basics. You can never lose the straw huts. You can never use this, and there are tools you can't use. You can never lose the wooden spear, because whatever you have coming from the Paleolithic into your Mesolithic game, or Neolithic game for that matter, cannot be lost. It will always be with you. Yeah, so that is good to know. But don't skimp on the learning. Make sure that you are creating new tasks all the time, like I'm doing here. This is woodworking, and here is woodworking and toolsmithing, so that they are constantly learning. And so this one here now is also adding stoneworking, which will help you to get more religion later, because at the moment we literally have no religion. I'm going to add a few graves, because we need to make sure that people who die from old age are being buried. If they're not buried, people will be mighty annoyed with you. So yeah, they can actually leave you due to it. So be aware. There you go. So how many is lacking now? It's 4. Okay, let's get some more down. We do a few of, I want to do these. I will actually want to replace the pelt huts with these, because they're better quality and they use less leather than these do. So when we have a surplus of housing, I'm going to remove these two and replace them with these. I'm not going to have too much. I'm going to divide the materials needed for repairs on both straw, stone and leather, because that means you don't have to pound only one type of material to keep up the housing in your camp. If you have several types, you use less, you waste less, and you empty the locality less, and you can spend a lot longer in your locality if you are dividing your materials used on several types. Yeah. So what else has been changed just in this patch? Yeah, the performance is insane. Like now I have 68 frames. It's yeah, on fast speed. It's insane. I need to go back almost a year to get all the updates, and I'm also going to go over some of the questions from a lot of players who are struggling a bit. They are new, of course, and the game, they are still working on simplifying as well, and I'm helping wherever I can. My problem is that I know the game so well that I can't manage to put my mind to a beginner's way of thinking, because I don't know. I know too much to be able to reduce myself to a level where I can actually be helpful to new players in the way that I need to. So it's a little bit frustrating for me to not be able to see the same thing as the new players do. So what I want to ask the new players who are watching me now is that if you see things that makes it difficult for you to understand the game to start with, please post it on Steam or come to Discord, or post it here on my channel, and I will help you wherever I can. Yeah. Oh, she looks good. Look at her. She's first of all pretty big. I am not sure I love that, but she's a nice person, and she has both food processing and architectures. I'll take her. I'll take her. Let me see. Fencing. Is fencing done already? Oh, it's already done with. Okay, well, you are going to get work. Two of you are going to get work. And see, there's another icon showing now that we need to talk about. This is the religion. They are unhappy because they have nowhere to pray. So, what we are going to do is going to give them a little bit help. So, we're going to place 1, 2 of the offerings. The offerings will give a little appeasement to unhappiness. Won't be much. And those who will use it will mostly be people who are in gathering groups. You will not see, unless they are super duper unhappy, you will not see anyone in either the crafter groups or the hunter group or the fisherman groups going for praying. It will be largely people from the gathering groups. Yeah. Right. Let's get some fencing done. How much stones do I have? 300. Yay. Look at that. That is people doing their own discoveries. So this guy has improved the knowledge for the tribe. So let me see. Okay, so one section first. Let's do that one first. So I'm going to put up. Let me see how many is lacking now. I feel like I can never reach. There's always some lacking because I keep accepting migrants. Okay, so how much do we have of this one and that one? Okay, I can do one more of these. There you go. And I'm going to let tribe do one more of these. Let me see, where can I put you? I can put you here, over here, over there, and up there. There you go. Oops. Yeah, there you go. That's good. Right. Now everybody should be super duper busy, and I'm adding a 3 and a 3. That's 6. So that means we'll have +3 sleep spots. But look at all the food. I need to calm them down. That is way too much. So I'm going to remove the big animals because it's way too much. I'm going to take it down to 2 and let them deal with that because it's too much, way too much. We're going to lose a lot of food. Seriously, Lily, I can't believe we didn't pay attention to that. You're going to be raw meat as well. What's this? This is raw meat. This is mushrooms. Okay, I'll put thingy there, and then I'll change this one to mushrooms after it's done. How much do we have? We have 26. That means we can do another pit because they take. Is it 20? It's 20, isn't it? It is 25 sticks. There you go. Right. So now we're getting fences. And the graves are there. Oh, we need, see what we need? See this die here with this number 6 on it? It will tell us what you're lacking to build it. So we don't have any mud because we haven't been gathering any mud. So let's see if we can get a few mud pieces. This is mud. We don't need a ton. What will happen is that they will all go for mud and we will get 50 units. Because they carry 30 each at least, depending on how much they can carry. Don't forget each member has their own carry capacity. Yeah. See? So nice. Excellent. Let's see what else. Some of the things that have been changed or fixed or tweaked or added. Well, we all know they removed the communal policies, which if the group settings had been implemented at the same time, the changes that I want to do to the groups have been implemented at the same time, it wouldn't be such an issue. But as it is now, we have to use work spots, because priority alone will not cut it. Yeah. You guys can stay. You guys down. Fishing, you can go down. So in theory, you don't really need a lot of things on priority. You don't need priority. Let me see. Yeah. Let's get storage for this as well. Okay, you can stay here. A small amount. Don't need more. Okay. So what are you lacking? Straw. Oh yeah, because I placed the ta-da. There you go. You can go down to 3. You have what you need. You have what you need. You need. You have. You need and you need. 2, 1, 2, 3. Why are you? Oh, because I put people to do housing, which they shouldn't do. That should be these guys only. Yeah, that's it. Oh yeah, also asked them to build these, didn't I? I did, didn't I? Yeah. So that's why, because they will prioritize building and repairing and leave their groups for it. Yay, they have wooden offerings. Look at that. Now you are out of work, because now they went back to work because things were done building. How many do I have? Is it 1? No, it's 4. So you can go get stuff. Oh, I don't need 8 is fine. And there should be. Wow. Is everybody reaching their limits? You need fiber. So inner priority can help you so that they pick what to take first. But don't forget that also some distance is required. So if it's like in Timbuktu, they might be slower, you know. Okay, how much do we have? We have 37. That means you can go as well. Don't need that. So that's fish, that's meat, and that's meat. Okay, so I have 2 with meat. So I'm not sure we lost anything at all, to be honest, but we probably did. Probably. You guys are good. Yeah. Oh, why are there so many? Oh, I took down the hunters as well, didn't I? Shipping, you can get 1 more. No, not 3 more. You're getting 2. Food, you don't need. You really don't need more food. I'll do that instead. So they need some fiber. I'm going to cheat a bit to get it quickly. That's one of the things with me. I keep forgetting to do the things I'm telling you guys to not forget. I keep forgetting it myself. Not the smartest thing in the world, but there you go. Hey, can't rock all the time, can we? Okay, maybe a bit. Right, what else? Livestock was slow to reproduce, so that has been changed. So we have higher probability of pregnancy and fertility increase. What else? You can give your pigs bones, by the way. And humans can no longer eat bones, which I don't mind, because that was the worst preference. It was like -20 or +20 unhappiness. if they had to eat bones. They're not a good idea. What else? What else? They have increased repair for palisades, and they have decreased all the things that you need for palisades, because that's what we need to protect things from the biggest animals. Okay, she has the worst one, which is frail, but she's pretty big. So is she negating enough? She has increase in fishing, she has increase in stoneworking, but she's lower. Because, I just have to take her because of her increase. But what about this one? Oh, that's the one. What about this one? She's neutral, and she has increase in weaving. So they will increase stuff for the tribes. I just have to take them. Luckily, she had some negation, so it's not all bad. Yeah, so now they are getting the plant fiber that I ordered them to get. Let's see how much they were lacking now. Two. What are you doing? Are you building? Yeah, you can do. You can do. What do we have? One of these. Yeah, you can do one of these. So for every time I place down a housing, thinking it will be enough, I have in the meantime accepted more migrants, so there's more births. So I have to continuously build the houses. But you are learning architecture then, so it's not a bad thing. Okay, what else? There was a lot of bugs that has been fixed over the past months. Freezing and odd pathfinding issues, hunter issues. Yeah, really weird bugs. Also, lavender now gives straw. Gosh, that's dark. Jävlar. That's super dark, but this is very pretty. So when you see lavender, you can click it and then you will find that it gives straw. See, this is nettle, that's fiber. This is arrowgrass, which is also fiber. The lilies don't give anything, but they're pretty. They're pretty to look at. What's this? This is allium, that's root. So you have the option to click literally everything to see what they are. So this is sticks, of course, and this is a tree that will give logs and sticks, and of course this is a pile of raw stones. What's this? A rotten stump. I was kind of looking for lavender, but I'm not finding any. I'm pretty sure there is lavender somewhere. I'm not sure when they started to. Hey, I'm not sure when they started to come up, because we are in 6K BC. I'm pretty sure we had some lavender, didn't we? Or maybe not. Who knows? What else is there? So the guides have been updated. So see, I have a 4K screen, so it's tiny for me, but for people who have almost at normal screens, they're normal 2K something screens, they will have a better use of the space. Everything is pretty well explained, so don't be afraid to use this one. Also, if there are things that is not explained, don't be afraid to ask. And here's one thing that I've been warning the devs about for I think 2 years now. No, maybe a year and a half. They have added all the predators as well into this picture, which they shouldn't. You can see the fox, you can see the lynx, you can see the bear, you can see the wolf. Hello? I keep telling them, guys, you're using the wrong picture, and I'm giving them the right picture, but they're still not changing it. So this is the way it should look. This is what you have access to. But here you can see all the predators. All the predators that we're working on. So yeah, so it's no point for me to keep it a secret. It's all showing. They have taken the wrong pictures. Even though I've told them it's the wrong picture, guys. Oh my god. They don't care. Right. So now we have idle, 4 people idle, and we also have several things that we could build. What was it that we could build extra? What was it? Did anyone see what it was? Oh, look at that. Now we can do palaces. You know what that means? Yeah, that's exactly what it means. It means that all these are coming down. Now we're going to need a lot of logs. A lot of logs. Where is it? There it is. Yeah, there you go. All of these and all of these got to come down. So now we need to, how many is that? That is only 1. You are going to gather 500. Yes, 500, my darling. That's insane. Right. You're going to build 20. That also means we need to make sure that the people who are gathering these also gathers more of them. This is okay. So now it's a drought. That means that food is lasting the longest. Let's have a look and see how much this one. 3 months. Yeah, I'm not. What the hell? Oh, it's because it's hot. Never mind. So if it's really hot, which it is, 28 degrees. If it was cold and really dry, then it would last like 6 months. But yeah, it's better than 2 months. I'll take it. I'll take it. Hush. Actually, we don't need these. Let's do all on those. How many of those do we? Okay, we have tons of fiber. So let's get up some proper storages for the raw produce. So you are going to be raw food, and you too when you are cleared. So the fact that we can actually assign produce to an item that is not complete was initially a bug, and I said, oh my god, keep it, it's awesome. So now we still have it. Yeah, now we have that. You can assign produce to an item before it's done building, because you couldn't do that before. You had to wait until the object was done building before you could assign anything to it. So I'm going to put fencing high so they remove the fences quicker. But now we're also going to need more storage for the logs. Let's have a little bit strategically placed. So I wish we could, like the trees here would fade away when we are like this. That would be awesome. We're probably gonna need to make a lot more ropes as well. So let's do 100 ropes. Now we can put these on limit. There we go. Okay, so this is year 2. So we literally have the sleeping spots we want. It only took 2 years to get it. Right, but I'm going to need to put down more sleeping spots. Simply because I want to remove those 2 pelt huts. Yeah. Replace them. So I need to do this. Okay. So that is the first 2 years. You balance your groups. Use priority carefully. If you don't need to put priority, then don't. Use inner priority to make them do whatever they want to. You need them to do first of everything. As they reach limits, they will go to the ones that you have no priority on anyway. So that's kind of how it works. 7. There you go. I don't think we're going to need 20. It's a bit over the top, Lily, isn't it? A little bit over the top, Lily. Exaggerating to make a point. You know, when I play hardcore and I'm about to go into the Neolithic, I do scavenge runs, I call them. It's runs I do to gather flint cores, find raw stone, and food and materials to migrate with, so that I don't need to go and gather so much materials when we start building up the camp. Yeah, I'll show you how to do it, because we're going to do a few of the scavenge runs before we settle, when we're migrating, when we are getting close to the Neolithic timeline, so around between 6 and 5 KBC, we're going to start doing the scavenge runs and look out for Neolithic prisoners, I almost said, Neolithic migrants, and scavenge. Literally, oops! Hey! Did you see it fall down? Yeah, thank you for fixing it. That was good. It just plunked down. Did you see that? I don't think I've seen that before. Yeah, so we're going to scavenge and get building materials and stuff. Do we have a dead one already? We do. Why did she die so young? She was only 68 when she died. She must have had some really bad grades besides. She had no relatives, okay. That's a bit sad. That's a bit sad, isn't it? I have asked the devs that if someone dies without any relatives, there should be some kind of mourning from the rest of the tribe, really. Because it's sad that nobody's mourning someone who dies, you know? It is a tribe. They're supposed to be close, aren't they? They're supposed to be... Oh, god damn, I see a rat! You! Go away, what are you doing? Oh, my honeycombs, oh no! Where is it? Oh, it's inside the reed eating my honeycomb. No. Yeah, well, you're gonna die. You're gonna die. This is the music when you play at full speed. That's such a stressful music. That's insane. Come on. Okay, I need to calm down on food. You guys are going to get limits. Because I don't want the food to rot away. There you go. And remember also, when it comes to animal raids, the happier you keep your tribe and the more you play full speed ahead, the more likely you are to get animal raids. Yeah? If your tribe is struggling and everybody's pissy sour, and you're struggling really bad and you're playing slow a lot, you will have a lot less animal raids. Just pay attention. You will find out. You will notice. Okay, so then I put you. There you go. Don't be afraid to use limits. To avoid wasting, use limits. Because there's no way 15 people can eat all this. You have food for like a year. Exaggerate, make a point. Then we have 62. How many did I have that was out of work? I'm going to remove one of these because now I have 3+. Take it away. I'm going to be replaced with better housing. So timeline allows us to learn roughly 30%. We have 22. So now it is time to create a pure housing group, a pure art group, I mean, and take away this. These guys can do all the mixed arch, while this one will do pure arch. So that means all these two. What else is it? What else do we have that is pure arch? I don't think any of the houses are pure architecture. No, they're all a mix. Each and every one is a mix. Let's have a look at you guys. You are female. You have nothing particular bad. You have no increase in anything. You only have a bit of unfriendliness about you, which will do fuck all. Pardon my French. Will do nada. Right, so let's see when work hours. No, everybody's busy. That's probably because they're fixing the offerings. So now there should be one or two. Never mind, they are doing other stuff. So having a few free is not an issue. You know, a few, 2, 3, because they will take care of the communal tasks like taking down from the dryers, taking down or doing the tanning, you know. It's not going to ruin the game for you if you have 1 or 2 up to 4 people idling in camp, because they will take care of any work that pops up in any vicinity of the camp. That is tidying, repairing, restocking, taking down, adding up, you know. So don't be afraid to have few free people. I'm a little bit too much of a dominant tyrant to do so. I'm a control freak in games. I need to have everyone controlled. So okay, so you guys are now down. All those are down. So now it's time to, let me see how much do I have. 98 and how much, and 51 of the ropes that we need. So the palisade gates are the big ones. They are 25 each. So I'm going to do one at a time, because they take 3 people to build, but I will only allow 2, because palisades also gives architecture. So if you keep your progress or learning groups fairly small, or progress for the most part, you will see that they progress better. So the rule of thumb is, if you want to progress a skill, you use a group with few members but a lot of tasks that pertain to only that skill. Don't mix the skills, because then you will have swing door effect. If you want more people to learn a task or learn a skill knowledge, then you have also a group, but you have more people in it and still many tasks. So to progress, you have few on many tasks. To learn, you have many on many tasks. Yeah? That's basically it. That's the secret. Oh, you're done already? What the hell? Oh, yeah. You know, I come directly from a hardcore game where things take time. And here there's like literally doing everything in one go. It's so fast. I'm just going to do a gate in each direction, because they are literally going everywhere here. Can you see it? Everywhere. I might not put anything down here, because actually I should, shouldn't I? Yeah, I should. Okay, so now I'm lacking. Did someone get born? Is that it? Okay, time to build. I'm going to build. Why is this an issue? Why is this an issue? Why? Why? I don't understand why this is an issue. Oh, there you go. I have to make sure that they could have a free entrance. Yeah, that makes sense. Because don't forget the pit huts, they have a kind of like a lip around them that will block entrances. So be careful of that. If you play a bit more organically, you put them more into each other, that the lip, you can see for instance here, you see the lip, you can see the lip here on all of the pit houses types, that they will block entrance for other parts. Oh, god damn. You. They are cute though. I mean, seriously. Hey! There's another one. Did you bring your family? Look how cute they are when they sit and eat. Hello. No! Oh! Oh! She's learning. Look at that. She's learning. Hunting knowledge increase. Her personal hunting knowledge. It ran. Repelling a rat. Begone, Satan! Renounce! Yeah, probably did it. There you go. Yeah, okay. We are building. So the fisherman can now do 22, because that is exactly one filling on these, because it could take 22 fish. And this one, of course, what is it? This one can take 22 meat. The fish weighs a little bit less, you can see. It takes for 24 kilos, but it still takes wet fish 22, so it weighs more than the meat does. Than wet meat does, yeah. Said it the other way around, you know what I mean. Please know what I mean. Right, now we have 2. Now we need more. Okay, so up here. There you go. Another one, how much do we have? 121. I'll be darned. Come on, builders, get done. Pure arc. How many fine sticks do we have? We have 55. Let's do a few arc things. Some more food. For you. And let's do one for you. So you guys can take... Oh, do we have any of the hazelnuts here at all? I actually don't think we do. Ah, we do. Ooh, we have peas. Ooh, we might get a few peas as well. I'm happy with that. Yeah. So it shows what is supposed to grow up. So it will probably come within the next few years. Just saying. So that means you. Ta-da. Oh, where's the other one? Where was the other one? That's not it, Lily. That's it. Okay, we have 3 with dried meat. That might be a bit much. You can have a few in that one. If you have many pits for the same produce, but you don't have a ton of produce, don't forget you can put down the amount you want to put in. If you want to lock it, you lock it here. Then nobody can help themselves. They will only add to the storage until it reaches the limits, but it cannot take out. Yeah. Oh, we're gonna waste, aren't we? Okay. Let's go down. Do we have any that is huge? So now this, why is this one on pause? I probably meant to do this. I probably meant to put it up on priority instead of pause it. Yeah. Oops. Yeah. It happens. Can we do a bit more of the baskets? Do we need more? No, we don't. Not really, I think. Okay, so this one can also go over to carry something else. You can carry the roses. We should probably get a few more baskets, to be honest. Because remember, you also need to consider the amount of people that can actually help themselves from the storage at the same time, and baskets and storehouses is the only storing options that can take 3 people helping themselves at the same time. So it's a good idea to have quite a few baskets and also some storehouses. You will get storehouses later, closer to the Neolithic timeline. Let's see if we can see it already. We might be able to. Yeah, see here? we need 60% more architecture to get it. So keeping the architecture group small but constantly in activity is a really good idea, because then you will constantly work on architecture, only architecture. Let me see who's there. It's yeah, he has 24, so he has the max, so he will progress. If we're going to get progress, it will be from him or someone else that is max skill to discover new levels themselves. So you, in that sense, it's not like you must have migrants or you will die a horrible death. That's not going to happen. You can learn up to everything yourself. The only thing you do need migrants for is to change your culture from pure Mesolithic to more Neolithic. That's the only thing you cannot learn on your own. The rest you can learn on your own. What you do need Neolithic for is farming and husbandry. That's it. Neolithic will grant you also more and different objects. You will see later you can do several types of houses with the Neolithic culture that you can't do with the Mesolithic culture. Oh, you're looking good. Oh, you have it. Oh, look at that. She has, oh, wow, she has a 10% increase in architecture. We are, of course, going to take her. So now we can make reed huts and the big straw huts. So we're not going to do the big straw huts because they demand a lot of straw for the same amount of happiness and only one sleep spot lower than the reed huts can do. So instead, we are going to ask the material group to get 100 straw, reed instead of straw. So we're not going to build a big straw hut, yeah, because they will give the same amount of happiness, but and only one sleep spot less. You see, they both are plus 49 at the moment, yeah. And now the roundhouses and the big pelt hut is also showing. There is one roundhouse that is not showing. That is the mud one, and you need more Neolithic influence for that, I think. Or is it just more architecture? I can't remember. We will find out as time goes by. Okie dokie. Let's get some speed. So how are we doing with the gate? Oh, it's done. Okay, then we are going to do the next gate. So one of the things that is important to remember is that you as a player need to control how many people you are putting on tasks. If you are building in communal, all fences, you will have that all people are dropping what they're doing to go do your fences. So it's always a good idea to use a builder group and control the amount of people able to work on it, because then you won't disrupt the function overall for the tribe. So keep that in mind. Make sure that you don't create a ton more tasks than you actually have people that can keep your machinery of the tribe running smoothly. I would rather have a few people idle in camp than have too few people for the tasks I have created. You need to be patient as well, to let people have the time they need when they're few to perform the tasks. So don't overbuild. Take it one step at a time. It is okay. It's okay to not build everything in one day. We have been in here now 3 years, and now is when we are working on proper defenses. So even on beginners, you must use your brain and be patient and not build everything in one go. Okay, so we are going to get more storage for food, because the baskets can allow 3 people to help themselves at the same time. But the pit has better preservation, but only allows 1 person to help themselves at the same time. So we're going to build more pits. We're not going to have a gazillion baskets. We're going to have more pits than baskets. Yeah. In the Mesolithic, it's completely common that we are relying more on meat and fish products than we are relying on wild vegetable products. We are so lucky to be in a position where you have a temperate environment where literally everything will grow in higher amounts than they will up north or down south. So we are in a lucky position where we are. Let's have a look at you. Oh, did I see a fitness reduction? I did. Oh, I've had 3 frails in a row now. What's up with that? So she's unfriendly. Oh, but she has an increase in woodworking. I don't know. She's frail. It's too much. I think I'm going to have to decline her. Because we have enough people. And we don't need her. She was Mesolithic and she did not bring anything specific that we can't live without. We can live without a bit of woodworking. What is important for us is architecture. How many free people do I have? 3. That's a bit many. I'll take 1 and give to my lumberjacks. So you can have 7. Then there's, oh, okay, suddenly there's 4. Okay, I'll do 10. Then it should be 1. Okay, good. 1. You take care of the camp. You will hold the fort while everybody else is out. Okay. You're done? Okay. Then let's see. How many we have? 153 and 75 ropes. So we can build a full section and then we just leave him to take care of that section. So, ta-da! Is that, oh God. I can't see if it's straight. If it's straight, it doesn't have a double line. See, this is what I mean with the trees being flipping away. Crikey. Ta-da. That's what you're going to get. And we're going to do this. What do you mean don't have a tool? We're lacking an axe? Oh, all 10 are in use. Okay. Let's create a few more then. Let's do 12. How many people do I have? I have 36. Ooh, let's make a bit more tools. You can have 30 and you can have 30. 30. This is, why is it 110? Me typing like a schmuck. There you go. Right, that looks okay. Let's have a look at our waste. Bone knives, can't help it. Sticks, yeah. Pelts, bones, yeah. First palisade. Okay. So how much reed do we have? We have 46 reed. We need 75 to make a reed hut. Yeah. And now they're doing the palisades, and they are only 2, and they shall only stay 2 because we have a good, smooth running of the camp now. Things are being done in an orderly fashion. We're not wasting too much. You know, when the pairs only last 2 months, 2 sleeps, it's, oh well. I will just keep the, oh, you guys as well can be. I will just keep the limit I've got. There you go. You was not eaten up, so I'll do you. But you will be eaten up, so I'll keep you on 20. I just need to make sure that I have enough baskets for these wet supplies. You are going there. The pads need a place to be stored. You can see they are constantly improving the knowledge of the tribe, woodworking, stoneworking, because we are keeping them active with the tasks that makes them learn these skills: woodworking, architecture, stoneworking, everything. Whatever task you are creating for them will give them the option to learn. Why are you still lacking? Have they not created? No, they haven't. They have not created another. Let me see. Now, now they should do it. Right, so like a half a year or so ago, they also added a lot of trees, fruit trees. They added the cherries, 2 types of oaks, which give the acorns. And the acorns you should give to your pet, to your livestock, but we'll talk about that when we come to that. So I'm going to play through the Mesolithic, and as soon as we enter the Neolithic, which will be roughly in 500 years, then we should expect to get Neolithic migrants. I'm going to stop this video and then I'm going to upload it and show it, and then in a few days time I'm going to do the entire Neolithic section. That's probably going to be a bit longer, probably, and show you how I do things. So the way I do things is not something that you must do or you won't manage it, but there are some quite useful ways to do things that will make it easier for you, especially if you're a new player. You don't have to think too differently from real life. That's the thing here. If you use some of the same logic that applies in real life into the game, you will understand a lot of it, because they have introduced a lot of real life stuff, except some of the silly things which I still protest, which has to do with animal raids. But there you go. Okay, let's have a look at this guy. What does he bring to the nothing. He is a bit unhandy, but he's charismatic. Oh, he's quite charismatic, isn't he? Plus 62. Yeah. Well, he's not a reason to not wanting him, so I'll take him. So I'm going to play until roughly 5 KBC, because then I should start to expect Neolithic migrants. Maybe a bit before. I'm going to let these guys work in peace. And now we have check available food, so we have less than 6 days worth of food-ish. Yeah, 6-ish. Oh, do I see a deer? Go away. Don't want to hunt you. Okay, large prey. It's time to add some of the larger animals. There you go. What was this one? This one was pears. Do we have more? We do. We do have more plant fiber, so then we can add another basket. So half the secret, for me at least, is to be patient. You know, we want to add everything, but we need to be patient. One step at a time. One thing at a time. Do not stress your tribe. If you want something that is in many pieces, like the fencing here is like 20 fences, do not make it communal, because your entire tribe will run to it and you will get nothing else done. Use the builder groups. It's so much smarter, because then you can control who does what and when. Yeah, that is a big thing right now when priority is the way it is. Just be really careful so you don't overwork your tribe, because you could end up with having everything dilapidated but tons of food that is rotting away. So don't make too much work. Make sure that you have work spots that is aligned with the amount of workers you actually have. When that is said, you have 0 idle most of the time. If you have your, oops, look at him, he's now getting old. Oh, he's only got 3 days left to live, roughly, maybe 2. Normally on beginners, you don't need to fiddle too much with any of these 2 here. Maybe with labor age if you want to. If you see you have everything you need in camp, but you are still wasting, you can cut down on the labor age. So the elder on the very young, they just, you know, sit around the campfire and teach each other fun things. Dad jokes, who knows? Who knows? Do you think they had dad jokes in the Mesolithic timeline? I'm sure they did. I am 100% sure they had dad jokes in the Mesolithic timeline. Oh, I probably need more graves. Quack, quack, quack. So that is also one thing you need to be really careful about, the graves. Do not skimp on the graves, because if a person dies and there is no grave for him, his family will within a few sleeps be in uproar. They will actually leave you if you don't get graves for their rotting relatives. And if 2 of the relatives die, you will not only have max 25 unrest, you will have 50, you'll have 25 Remember, so get up the graves. Not kidding. They need... Oh, there you go. He died. Now we have a new leader. Thank you for your service. And the new one, ta-da, she's pretty old as well. Yeah. Her charisma is not particularly good. That means she can't convince the tribe that, oh yeah, no, we can easily have max. We can easily have max policies. So that's why it's red. So whatever you do, you can't override whatever the tribe leader has decided. So you just have to go with it. If you don't, if it creates a really big issue for you, go and check if she's got fat. Oh my God, we can't kick her because I think her entire family will leave. We are way too small to risk it because we're only 36. We're probably going to get like 10% unrest on everyone. Forever! No, not forever. But be careful. Make sure that you don't kick people and the entire family follows, or you kick people and oops, god damn. You kick people and you lose some skill levels. We don't want to do that. Because how are we doing here? Look how fast they're working on beginners. People are so efficient on beginners. Oh my god. On hardcore, I wouldn't have managed even half the houses yet. Okay, I exaggerate to make a point, but you get the point. Tell me you get the point. Let's see. We have 94%. That means there is someone who's not super duper happy. What is it? Probably the elder complaining, or people with poor fitness. Let me see. But you know, happiness varies from day to day. I saw her having a blue face. Where did she go? There she is. What's your problem? Yeah, I'm taking down the peltards. Trust me, I'm doing it good. Look, already she's complaining. Well, it's not already. It's been like 2 years. She's complaining about the peltard because they are now poor quality in comparison to the other things you've got. We have 50 of the reed. We want 75. Let's have a look. Oh, she has will increasement. I'm not sure I love that, but she is plus 15 fitness. She's very big woman. And she has, oh, she has an increase in architecture. We are going to take her, no matter. We have to. Oh, of course, you have to have a shit friend. A horrid friend who is slow, clumsy, and aloof. There's nothing wrong with being aloof. Seriously, that shouldn't be negative. That should be neutral. A lot of people are totally fine taking the trip alone. They're totally fine sitting on a bench, watching life go on their own. There's nothing wrong with aloof. Just having that said. Stone working increase. Yeah, I'll take them. They are both okay. And now we got big reed huts. We don't need that. They demand twice as much. No, not twice as much. They have been increased and decreased to only need 100. So they are asking 25 extra reed for one more work spot, one more sleep spot. Yeah. And I don't think that's necessary. We don't need that. So I'm going to rely on the smaller ones. That's plenty fine for now. Oh, now we suddenly lack a lot. Okay. Okay. This one is to go next. I'm going to let housing do another... What was it I was going to do with them? I was going to give them one of these. It's only 10, but it's better than kick in the teeth, isn't it? It's better than the pelt huts. So I'm going to do that. And I'm going to let the tribe. Did I just see 2 rats running beeline for the bloody food? I need more baskets for the raw meat. Because they just killed a big animal, and of course my baskets are full of everything else. Yeah, this one is full. Okay, I have 25. You are filled. I can do another of these. I'm going to do it here. You're going to have red meat. So we don't invite all the... Oh, did they do them already? What the hell? They already did them? Okay. That was quick, wasn't it? What's that? Mushrooms. I did that? Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. I took away the mushroom, didn't I? You can get that, sorry. So whatever you see coming in, try to make a storage option for, because that will also not entice the rats to come, because the rats can go through everything. Doesn't matter if you have double palisade, they will go through your gates. They can sneak in every little tiny nook and cranny. So get stuff into storage. Do like I say, not like I do, because I have like a ton of red meat in the loose open here. That is no good. That is not good, Lily. God damn. Right, so now we have 553 BC. Now we are getting more and more people with more and more Neolithic culture influence. In the end, we will get a Neolithic guy that has more than 50% Neolithic influence, and then we will be able to get livestock, we will be able to get farms, better tools, better housing, better storages. Yeah, we will be able to create milk and make bread. We still lack to weave clothing, we still lack to brew beer, but that will come with barley, I think. When barley comes, because barley is coming, trust me, it's coming. It's just we need to get the predators done. Predators has been in the cooking for almost 2 years. Almost 2 years. The only thing we lack is proper animation and human versus predator, predator versus human, predator versus environment programming. That's it. The rest is done. Rest is done. We even have the sheep. The sheep is in game, in testing. Well, I've been testing for 3 years. Not even kidding. What was that? Is that a rat? Oh, it's Auroch. Oh no, they want to ruin everything. Oh no. Go away. No. Go away. Look, it just decimated my peltot, my heart. Are you kidding me? I hate that. That's not normal. They don't go through everything. This is one of the things I don't like about Animal Raid, is that there's no logic. What kind of animal would run into a house if he wasn't panicked? He was just strolling through a flipping guided tour. What is this? Yeah, I've been yelling about this for like a year now. Nobody's listening to me. Nobody's listening. Oh no, oh no. Right, so I'm kind of hoping that this behavior, that is weird behavior, really is. Like they're running through the stone fences. There's no damage to them at all. They're just having a nice stroll. Like it's common and normal. It isn't. It's not common and it's certainly not normal. It wasn't normal then and it isn't normal now. They will not. Fuck off! God damn! It's off. Look at that. Suddenly I have tons of aurochs. No, no. They're going to ruin everything. You little piece of schmucker. Doodle. Look at that. 6 of them. Get lost. Now they're ruining my offerings as well. Look how many they are. Okay, I know what I'm going to do. Take that and put it in your pipe and smoke it. Because I'm hoping when Predators is finally out in public or in testing, they will calm down on the illogical behavior from wild animals. Because there's no way you can see an auroch, no panic or stampeding, just going through a house. Come on. Yeah. So I understand that there's something which I have defended as well on forums and everywhere, called artistic freedom for gameplay's sake, but it's a little bit too stupid for me. It is, I have to admit, a little bit too stupid for me to be okay with. So I'm hoping that it will change when predators are in testing, so that we can get a bit more natural behavior from the animals. You know, it's one thing to have the wolves and the brown bears chasing and hunting your livestock and then sneaking into camp if they're really hungry during a winter or whatever. But this here, having herbivores running through your camp and ruining shit, running over things that would normally damage them a lot. No, I don't think so. I don't think so, Casper. I don't know who Casper is. I just invented a Casper. Not today, Casper! Oh, just saying. I'm gonna have one more with meat because we're gonna get Aurochs burgers. They asked for it. Seriously, they had it coming. I'm going to build more of the pits. Are you guys done with all of them? You are. We're gonna get more pits. How many do I have? I have 5. Never mind. No more pits for now. Because everything got broken when they ran through everything. Red meat, yes. Red meat, yes. Yes. Okay. I think we have storage for everything now, don't we? I think we do. Yeah. Yeah. So in theory, nothing should be in the open, except there are 2 reasons why things are not being put in storage. Actually, there are 3. Actually, there are 4. There are 4 reasons. One of them is that storage is full, or there's too much queue, so they don't stand for half an hour waiting to get the passage. Second is if the items are so rotten that they will rot away whatever's inside, then they will be chucked out. Third reason is if it's too far away, so that they will spend half the day running towards the storage, then they will instead drop it closest to any building that is closest to where they are. And the fourth is, did I say 4? I did. So it's rotting, it's distance, it's queue. No, there's 3, 4. Okay, I'll probably come on the 4th as I remember it, but it's when it's too rotten, when there's too high queue, when it's full. Yeah, that's 4. When it's too rotten, when it's too much queue, when it's too full, and when it's too far away. Those are the 4 reasons. That's the only time you will see any objects, any resources not being in the assigned areas that you have made. Then you will find that they will instead be stored closest to what is closest to them, but part of the camp. Yeah? Let me see, are you done with this? Yeah, you are. Okay, time to do the next part. Okay, I need to... God, that's not it, is it? So this is the thing I can't see. I'll do from this side. Maybe this is easier. Not really. With the meat. Okay, we have to do one of these. Okay. Okay, that's another 1/4 section at a time, bit by bit. So when we have the palisades up, then we will no longer get visited by, you know, aurochs. Now there's tons here being hunted. I'm gonna give them a little bit of everything, so we have a little bit a change in what they are doing. So if they've killed an auroch, they shouldn't kill another one. So that is my mistake, because it's way too much food. What you should do is to give them more targets, so they go for whatever's closest. And the hares will literally be basically next to camp. They normally are. Okay, they decided not to be close to camp today. Okay, whatever. Whatever. On hardcore, they don't want to go away. On hardcore, they're just pestering you non-stop. How much am I lacking? Oh, only 1. Okay. Alrighty. Do you have enough? Why is there not coming enough? Oh, because I put 6 on the hunters and ta-da. Yeah. I am going to do this. Horse. read, because I fucked up the groups. I forgot to take down the hunters, so now we have like 400 meat on. What? Goddamn horses! They also will ruin everything. No. Go away. So the thing is, I remember I placed strategically weapons cache so that when the horses go over here, you can go over here to get weapons. If they go over here, then you go over here to get weapons, or over here. So there's a bit of weapon everywhere. You have access to some weapons everywhere, which is a good thing. Let me see. Now we forced them to get some reed. Now we have 72 and 83. Now we can make reed hut. See, sometimes you just gotta force them a little bit when you forget to divide the workforce properly. There you go. Ta-da. There you go. How are we doing over here? Oh yeah, I need to do this. So remember, even if you have high priority on your group, if you add items to that group after you've added priority, you need to take away priority and then add it again to make sure that your items also get high priority. Yeah? Just saying. You don't have to. But if you want to, then that's to do it. Look at that. Yeah, you paid with your life, dude. Oh my God. They have increased fertility. How old was she? She was old. She died from old age. She must have had several twins and triplets. Seriously. Holy fiddlestick, that's a lot. A lot of offspring. Yeah, we have a reed hut. 3, and that means this one is going. So this one is highest now, plus 25. That means these will go lower, plus 14. These should be a little bit higher, plus 2. Yeah. So 14, and these now will be minor, so these will also be replaced. I'm going to replace these with either reed or stone. I think stone is the way to go. Yeah. I want them to dismantle quickly and to repair that one. Actually, no, this one is going as well. I can have one of these instead. There you go. You guys are dismantling, yeah? Yeah. I'm going to let the tribe do another one of the reed huts too. Can I fit it in here without blocking anything? I can, can't I? A little bit, a little bit. Okay, if I do it this way, then do I block anything? I do, a little bit. Okay, let's go do it here then. So that's the thing when you want to build in a lump, literally, is that you need to make sure that they can get back and forth and not get locked in. Oh God, look at this guy. Oh no, he has potteries. I gotta take him. Oh no. Look at that. He's gonna be such a pain in the ass. Well, look at this carry capacity. Damn. Oh gosh. I gotta take him because he has pottery. Oh well. Behave. You behave. Yes. We all have to behave. Okay. What are you lucky? Yeah, because I took down 2, didn't I? I did. Right. super quick. Are you guys done already? Oh no, you couldn't because you're lacking. Okay, you find sticks, you have 50. So let's place down 2. Let's do 1 here. 1 here. There you go. So you guys can take... Oh, I don't remember what I put down already. I think I did for the mushrooms, didn't I? But did I take it away for the mushrooms? Let's have a look. Yeah, I don't need 2 mushrooms. Was it this one I took away? Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Because that's 40 fine sticks already just by those 2. It used to be normal sticks and then they changed it. I don't know why. It's annoying, but there you go. Okay, so now it is 1 surplus. I am going to give all the housing to the housing group. Except, are these pure architecture? They are. That means they are going to this group, to pure arc. Ta-da! Because everything this group will focus on will be architecture only. See, if you go check here, you will see that these have more than 1 skill. That's not what you want in your art group. Your art group only wants architecture. That's it. That's it. And few spots. I only have 1. At the moment, he has nothing to do, I think. Oh no, you're working on a pit. Look at her. Yeah, she is 38 and she is max. So she will progress. Good. Right, so now I am reaching 5 kbc and I assume the next few migrants will be Neolithic. So what we are going to do is that we are going to pack down the camp, and then we are going to do some scavenge runs, get some more tools and tool resources like fine raw stones and flint cords, and we're also going to get tons of grass. We're going to get tons of straw to chuck up tons of housing so they don't get annoyed with me after a year. So we are left alone to build and focus on building up the camp. On hardcore, this is alpha and omega. If you don't get up housing within 12 sleep, you will have levers, and it's almost impossible to do, literally impossible. I don't think I've managed even once the last 3-4 patches to have a 400 plus hardcore group migrating without losing some. So, but you know, that's hardcore. It's supposed to be really difficult, and it is really difficult, especially up in region 1, which is the Arctic area, where there's literally no food and everything is like 75% decreased in comparison to beginners. Right, so now we are at 5 kbc. So I'm going to end the video here for the Mesolithic. We'll play 2000 years, which is 4 years on fast. And we are going to probably play longer on the Neolithic, maybe make 2 videos so it doesn't get 15 hours. But for now, my point is that do not stress with getting everything built at once. Focus on a few houses, on fireplaces, get up the tool making stuff quickly. You don't need to hunt for food the first few days, because you get landing with like 70 food. That's like 3-4 days of food where you can focus on gathering materials and building up your camp. Start working on your fences as soon as you have surplus stones or stuff like that, and when you get palisades closer to the Neolithic, you can replace. You don't have to stay same place. You can migrate constantly and only do hunting. It's each up to every one of you, but you are perfectly able to stay same place when you are playing in region 2, which is the temperate region where we are. Yeah, so I will do the next one in a few days. I hope it won't be another year to the next time. I'm pretty sure it's just I've been super duper busy in real life. I mean, seriously, there's been a lot of tragedies as well happening in the family and close relatives, so and friends. So there's been a lot of things that I've had to do instead of focusing on the game. Right, so 5000 BC, I'm going to stop it right there, and we will continue next time. I'm going to talk more about the patches next time and also do some questions from players. And also we are going to go over more things that I like and more things that I don't like. And we're also going to go over more what the devs are doing precisely and what can come this year. I think I've talked about some of it before, but there are some new things coming up. Right, so I'm cutting it off right now, and until next time, have fun and do take care.